all together now, yeah. Cause we warriors, yeah. Cause we warriors, yeah. Cause we warriors, yeah. Cause we warriors, yeah. Let's go, bless up, one time, go get it, it's yours, let's shine, come on. Yeah, let's go, bless up, one time, go get it, it's yours, let's shine, come on. Yeah, let's go, raise up, that's right, roll with it, it's yours, let's shine, come on. Yeah, cause we warriors.
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp Series ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে PowerUp সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে দুটি প্রাইজ পুল সহ দুটি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ দুটি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের দুটি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? I believe you guys are doing wonderful back there in a lovely evening. And in this lovely evening, we're going to be more than happy to bring you ESPL Bangladesh Valorant PowerUp Invitational Series 4. I'm your host, Christmas, and joining me is going to be my buddy Kalashnikov. Hello, Kalashnikov. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's a long time me and you cast it together, and thank you so much once again, Questo. And this is gonna be one awesome evening tonight. And ESPL is a global esports network and tournament platform provider with the goal of elevating players from casual gamers to esports champions. Starting 2021 with a bang, ESPL's hope to grow Valorant esports talent across South Asia through the PowerUp series. As we all know, top 3 teams from the Amateur Cup will join the Invitational Cup against the best teams in the country. For more information, visit espl.gg/Bangladesh for more tournaments like these and fun esports content. We're currently live streaming on ESPL Bangladesh, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as BongoBD.com.
Indeed. And speaking of the introduction and about ESPL, if you think you have what it takes to compete on this stage of the game, do stay registered because we want to see new rising talents in the scene. But however, we're going to be having two teams whom are actually not that new, but they have made so far in the invitationals, and the teams you can actually already see them on your screen. It's Instant Esports and AG Esports Calix. And according to the screen, you can see that Bind is going to be the first map selected by Instant Esports, and Essen is going to be selected by AG Esports, and Icebox is going to be the decider. Do note, ladies and gentlemen, on all of these maps, we're going to be seeing the opposing team or the team who did not select the map going for their defensive rounds, which means Bind is going to be having the defensive round from the side of AG Esports Calix and vice versa for Essence. Well, for Icebox, in case we need the third map, we're going to be seeing AG Esports Calix going for their defensive round. And let's see how this matchup is going to be. It is going to be very interesting to say the least, because I'm really seeing some interesting player lineups coming in and very promising ones to say the least. Let's see how the matchup is going to be. We're actually waiting for the players to hop in, and when they hop in, we're going to be hitting the action because we are waiting. I know that you guys are also waiting, and we don't want to be waiting. Neither you guys do. So let's wait, and we're going to be heading into the game. I mean, I did say let's wait, but actually we're not going to be waiting too long. Just waiting for the last player from the side of Instant Esports, and then we will be getting the thing going.
Well, let's talk about the team is actually like Instant Esports and AGX Calix. So Instant Esports, as we speak here, we're seeing today and today night fighting against Calix CLX, AG CLX. So basically, what I saw last few matches of CLX is basically a team who is basically on a very linear strat. Like they have very simple strat, just push, get inside, get the kills, and finish him off. That's all they know. That's all they did, and they're pretty good at that. And their mechanical skill is really good. On the other side, we have Instinct. Instinct is really tactical team. They're really tactical. They're really tactical advantages, and most of all, they try to take flanks. Instinct Esports is really good at the flanks, and they're really good at something they really should be. And speaking of that, Instinct Esports being like one of the really good teams and players, especially we have really star players playing on Instinct, and they're really good at Valorant from a long time, and they have also been a veteran in Valorant. And speaking of that, in this map like Bind, which is basically very balanced, and what we see mostly in Bind is we see mid controls, or we see the the linear pushes coming on every side of the map. So speaking of linear pushes, this map of Bind is pretty much the person who uses the utility at their best, and the person who knows how to push and get the entry and getting the first few kills will take back the map. And that's how really this map is gonna be. And on the other side, we might be seeing Ascent, right? Second map is Ascent, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it is Ascent selected
Yeah.
by AG Esports.
Yeah. So about Ascent, one thing is to be sure is that Ascent being the map of the second map, it's gonna be like something different, because I saw Ascent in CLX playing really good at Ascent, because like they're the control of their mid, and also the
The
control
catwalk,
of
basically. The catwalk.
yeah, catwalk, yeah, of course, the catwalk and the mid, all of it. Like when they basically hold at angles over the mid side, we're really astonished. I myself is very astonished that sometimes they even use the utility at such a smart extent. Like it's really hard to distinguish whether they're gonna let enemies enter, or they're gonna finish them before they even enter. And I see promising Sova plays and promising Reina plays coming from the side of CLX. I forgot the players' names, but I'm pretty sure that their attackers, I mean their duelists, are pretty good at what they might be doing. And so with that, on the Instinct side, they also have a really good like the duelist. But what Instinct really relies on is their support, or maybe the Sentinels we see. And controllers also put a very big, effort on the win of Instinct on different matches as we speak.
Indeed. Well, from the side of Instant, we did see them are really a team who heavily relies on the strategy, as you mentioned. CLX is a bit more frag oriented, but aside that, Instant picking the map Bind, well, this is kind of makes sense because they are actually pretty good in this map, because we saw them playing scrims and many tournaments before on this map. But do know, ladies and gentlemen, the map of Bind is actually full of corners. It has many choke angles, so Instant Esports tonight we're actually having Dark Throne in action. So, and I know that Dark Throne is actually a wonderful race player. And I really feel like Blind is actually a very perfect map for race because of the choke angles. You can actually use the explosive to your advantage because you can actually corner a player who's trying to get you off guard. So sometimes being unpredictable can be a doom upon you. So if Instant Esports has that plan, well, I'm actually really looking forward to how they're going to be playing this map. Well, CLX mentioned, as I mentioned, they are actually gonna be most likely they may just go for the frags instead because I know Ryo, Flicker, Kiro, Sanity, Shuvoroto, they just goes for the such aggressive plays. Sometimes they can actually get you off guard. Excuse me, right there. So you know there is actually a moment of doubt from my end because trust me, at this situation there is no way I can predict which team is going to be taking the victory home because trust me, both of these teams made it so far in the invitationals of ESPL, and obviously they have so many things to offer, to so many things to show us, and sometimes they may also try to be unpredictable in order to get in the veins and the minds of their opponent. Well, trust me, Instant Esports, when I talk about them, they are actually slightly stronger when it comes to getting the minds. CLX, they will be able to enrage you with their flagging capabilities because they are really aggressive, and sometimes, as I mentioned, they will get you off guard. But we're still wondering where's the last player from the side of Instant Esports. They are still not hopping in because, come on, ladies and gentlemen, we are really waiting for the matchup. I know, and we know that you guys are also waiting for that because we want to see what is on the offer from both of these teams side because so far they have been playing on the amateur cups and they also qualified for here. Well, unfortunately, some of the teams happen to forfeited from the match as well, which kind of breaks our heart. But these teams, they did not forfeit, and they're still here. And this is something where the line is drawn because, in the end, we really want to see the action instead of the silence. And speaking of silence, I think it's going to be breaking any second now because I do see Hellomaniac joining the side of Instant Esports. And I believe we're going to be heading into the match. And yes, we are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Bind is going to be heated up. And this is the first number map going online just in a moment.
Well, speaking of that moment, I'm pretty sure that we are gonna see promising pickups right now, and having two teams like CLX and Instinct Esports on both sides of the map. We might be seeing, something promising peak. Anyways, speaking of peaks, we are seeing Kiro picking up Rage, Ryo picking
Why
up
am I not surprised, Kalashnikov? Why am I not surprised?
Exactly. Silas Flicker on Reina, Shivroto on Omen, Sanity once again with
On KJ.
yeah, like KJ is Sanity's specialty, and he's really good at KJ and Sage. On the other side, we're seeing Vectron picking up Reina. Okay, promising. Dark Throne, Star Guy picking up Cypher, Falcon as usual picking up Jet, really good at it. Neon Cat picking up Sage, and we're seeing Hellomaniac picking up the Godfather, aka Brimstone.
Brimstone. Well, you could have said the old dog. Well, that's actually something which suits his style and his age. I mean, I'm not a person who's against the elderly or the senior people, but still, he calls himself an old dog, so why would I be an exception? But let alone about the exceptions, we're actually seeing some exceptions in the agent selection after all, because personally, I thought Dirkson is going to be going for the Raze, but no, he's actually going to be going for the Cypher here. And we do see two Sentinels being brought from the side of Instant Esports. So, all right, I guess that's their plan. And I'm actually expecting Nyan Cat to be more effective on the defensive side because I believe the Sage is going to be active on the side A. But either way, we're going to be seeing the barriers lifting up any second now. And that is going to be the first pistol round of the game. Well, usually you don't see the double Sentinel stacks coming in, but still we're actually seeing that from the side of Instant. And as we start, we're actually having a pause from the side of Instant because I believe Dark Throne is disconnected because I didn't see him moving after his phone.
Well,
And I guess that's the case.
Yep, and we are seeing John trying to put the
He just tried to tickle his teammate in case if you're there, I'm tickling you, but I guess he's actually not there, so okay.
So basically, Dark Throne is in his throne right now, and he'll be back soon enough. But speaking of that,
Okay, he is back. Pick up the demo.
okay, so basically we're seeing him back in the game instead of the throne. So nice try on that. So anyways, map's gonna start soon, I guess. They're getting ready, and tactical. They're going for the unpause, and now we're gonna see some action on the board. So speaking of that, we're seeing the pistol run going off. We're seeing full Ghost by on the side of INES. Ryo doing his geometry class, and his geometry class was successful, and he got the marks, 2 marks for his first geometry throw. Anyways, we're
Just
seeing
the recon bolt, by the way.
yeah, exactly. No, that's okay.
What was that shot? What was that shot?
Two. Dark Zone getting the entry. Ryo getting the 2 frags off the board. What are you doing, Ryo? You're breaking off. Nice one. Vectron is still
One
going
enemy
off.
remaining.
And he's
Spike
still going
down,
on.
B.
It's 1 versus 2 situation. Instinct with a really promising pushes coming off the board. Is Sanity doing off, but Falcon finishes off Sanity, and that's first round, the pistol round, and the starting round, the sweet start coming up on the side of Instinct Esports.
Well, Instant Esports is gonna take the first pistol round, and that's a very good start from their end. Well, I was really surprised to see Vectron's shot onto the Omen, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was the Omen, and then his recovery was really marvelous. I believe he got 3 kills from there. 2 kills from there. Ryo did try to go for the recovery with the burst, and he did find 2 kills, and later he was able to make the kills 3. But in the end, CLX will not be able to secure the pistol round. But still, you can actually use the pistol round as an experiment how your opponents are going to be playing it, and I guess CLX was doing that, and if they were doing so, they can actually find their success. And now this is going to be a full-on execution onto the side of A, and now Falcon is going to be way too aggressive, but now the aggression is going to be punished for that. He's going to be punished for that aggression, and Spike is going to go down as we speak. It's going to be a postman situation with 4 players alive on both sides. Ryo is going to be able to recover the Spectre, and now he's spraying through the smoke, but he won't find anybody for the timing. And now he will have to wait till the smokes are going to be evaporated, and which is going to get evaporated. There's the grenades coming in from the raise, and Dirkron is going to add 1 kill under Sanity. Kira's going to spot out 1 player, but not going to be able to connect the shot onto Vectron as he did go to the smoke, and that is going to be an extremely fast execution from the side of Instant Esports, as they will lose only 1 player, and a very good anti-eco round being played by Instant Esports. 2-0.
Well, speaking of that, we're seeing, there's something different coming out on the side, and like 2 consecutive rounds on the side of INES. Instinct Esports was really promising to watch, and I'm still seeing full buy coming up on the side of CLX. They forced by everything they had in focus, and maybe they'll make a difference. But we are seeing Instinct saving up 1 Vandal. That's only Vectron, and all of them.
Well, Instant is playing the bonus round here. They don't want to lose their economy, and I think they're feeling the confidence that they are gonna be able to hold on to the round with the Spectre. Well, Vectron was the only casualty happening to that round, so he can afford to buy the weapon. But yeah, by the way, back to your Kalashnikov.
Well, speaking of that, we're seeing entry coming off. We're seeing pushes coming off, and all hell break loose. Vectron gets the entry as usual, and he's gonna take 1 frag off the board. He's switching, searching for someone. Sanity gets the first kill off the board. Sanity gets the second kill.
Okay.
And we're seeing Vectron getting taken out by Sanity, and there was a quick takeoff by CLX, wiping out the full team of INES in few seconds of the entry. Really good coordination coming out from the side of CLX, and really promising right now. And what we're seeing in front is something different coming off, and it's gonna be something we really expected so far. Promising so much, and the what do you call it? Forgot the name. The celebrations of victory smell. It's just got started.
Smells like victory, but still the victory is pretty far away for both of the teams, because this is only the 3rd round of the board, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're heading into the 4th, as this is the first buy run from the side of Instant Esports, and I believe they are actually not off to a very good start, because they are actually going to lose 2 players pretty early. And now CLX is already on a rampage. Look at Flicker, he's not stopping. He's going to pick up a triple kill right there, and now it's all up to the old dog, Halo Maniac. He will have to do so much with that Vandal in hand. There's one player right on his right, but I don't think he is actually paying attention to that. He's gonna get spotted out by the Boombot, which is obviously gonna give away the location. to Kiro, but eventually he's gonna miss the pain grenade, which will result in a team kill. Well, we did see that, ladies and gentlemen, but still, the casualty does not count. It was more or less a flawless run from the side of CLX, but thanks to Kiro, he is gonna confirm this is not gonna be a flawless run because he did miss the raise grenade, the pain grenade actually, and that's gonna be the equalizer for the matchup. Instinct 2 and CLX 2.
It was pretty fast, like pretty fast. We're seeing, like sometimes it's just really different, sometimes. But what do you say? What do you think? Like, is it gonna be like, really fast? Because the match, as we speak here till now, is really being fast and really being unpredictable. And we're seeing INES with a full eco pushing off at B silently, not making any single sound, waiting. Falcon gives some sound, gives up position. Falcon is going for the info peaks, and we're seeing the full location coming off, and everyone is in the side of B trying to make some angle. Flicker takes 2 frags off the board really fast, and Spike is already down. Vectron gets the kill over to Sheriff on Flicker. Really good takeoff over there, and we're seeing Falcon trying to scan for someone at A. Maybe he's gonna give a call that it might be at B. Come over and take some, some view here. And we're seeing Falcon onto one tap on Ryo. Awesome one tap coming off. He got the weapons here over here, and he's still being tracked down by the bot, and damages the bot and finishes off. It's 3 versus 3 situation. 30 seconds on the clock. Really short time coming off. We're seeing Kiro
30 seconds left.
Of Vectron and Hello Maniac, one by one on a spray. And here you go, Falcon misses all the shots. Sanity finishes off Falcon, and that's one. CLX once again wins the round, takes back their victory.
Well, CLX will seize the lead from the hands of Instant Esports, as we can see, but I must admit, Instant Esports had a lot of lackings from that round because they have put a lot of investments, despite of that round being an eco round. So, alright, that's actually good. I mean, that's actually gonna be a problem for their end, because I did see the Empress popping off, the Base Storm popping off, and in the end that round is lost. And now both of the duelists from the side of Instant Esports will have to wait till their ultimate is gonna be recovered. And speaking of ultimates, we're actually seeing the showstopper coming in. Kiro will not be able to is not going to be able to activate that, so that is going to be a wastage as well. Kiro, we did have a lot of kills from that previous round, and he's actually topping the scoreboard from the side of CLX. Well, they have 5 kills each, Flicker, Ryo, and Kiro, but still he was able to use that. And do you note, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have an operator from the side of Flicker as well. So I wonder if that operator in the hands of the Reyna is going to be a very worthy one. But for now, Vectron is going to fall in the hands of Sanity. And now we actually see that the Instant Esports is actually falling down one by one, because their strategies are just collapsing like a house of cards. So if they are happening to do so, actually they're going to allow CLX to have a very handsome economy and a very handsome lead, and that's something you don't want to see your opponent to be. So that's there, but I believe Instinct is going to be able to hold on to that. But for now, they're actually having a very confused moment, because they're still on the run, they're still rotating, and I believe Darkstone have given out the call out that A can be executed. But do note, ladies and gentlemen, Kiro is there, and Kiro is gonna get spotted out by Darkstone, but actually both of the players spotted out both of the players, and now it's gonna be a moment of plan. Kiro is gonna evade the slow orb, and now the plant is going down. That is the confirmation that this is an A execution. The spike goes down successfully, but the attackers do not have the upper hand. In order to put the salt on the wound, we're gonna be seeing the lockdown being deployed, and Chuvarov is gonna find one kill in zone, and there's, look at that, he's gonna push to the smoke, and it's gonna find one kill. And now Darkstone is on the run. He can do much. He is actually committing to it, and now he will be meeting his doom in the hands of Shuboroto. What was that round, ladies and gentlemen? CLX, what an execution, what a retake, and look at that Reyna doing some Boshan dance as they are gonna confirm their lead on a scoreline of 4-2.
Well, seeing the promising performance coming up from the side of CLX constant aggression is basically breaking off the formation and the plans and the strategy, or the the different callouts coming out on the side of Instinct, and just ripping off and failing their plans overboard by their early frags of the board is really becoming promising for now. And as we saw every time, like most cases, we see Jet players using operators on the upper levels, but I saw Flicker being really good with the operator right now, and we're seeing geometry classes once again coming out on the side of.
Actually, he actually sent the owl drone inside the portal in case you missed that.
Yeah, I missed that actually. But that's not the important part. The important part is the geometry class, man. Anyways, as I was speaking of Flicker, he got the first strike off the board from the side. Falcon? Did he just push and die on that grenade? And Sanity, just take off Sanity on the third kill. Sanity on a rampage. We're seeing Victron only surviving all of that aggression. Victron trying to pick off. Victron still sitting there. And Vectron is not gonna fall back. Vectron is going for the push. Vectron is gonna challenge them, but gets taken out. But Ryo instantly with one tap, finishing off once again. We are seeing CLX ripping off. Like last 3 rounds, we saw them ripping off Ioneers just like that. Ioneers really need to rethink and really need to focus on the aggression and the gunfight before CLX gets any further into the the win zone.
Well, from the side of Instinct, if I were in their shoes now, I wouldn't allow my opponent to take any more rounds because they lost 5 rounds in a row, and as they lost 5 rounds in a row, they're not going to be getting any more economical advantages, or should I say the loss bonuses. But it looks like it is going to keep happening because Flicker is going to find an entry onto Falcon. Being a Reyna player, he's actually doing a lot with the operator, which is actually a fact that from the side of Jet players, no. Okay, unfortunately, he's not gonna find the kill on the Dirk Throne as he was actually not paying attention, but eventually he was safe. But still, we're actually gonna see Nyan Cat going for the peak. And that was a very bold push, if you ask me. Darktone, however, is gonna shut him down, but Flicker has done his job. And in order to refrag it, Sanity is gonna put Hello Maniac off the board. Sanity is looking for more. The remaining players are on the side of the TP, and I think he knows about that. So Dryo is gonna be going for the flank, and now the players are surrounded. They are having no way to escape, and they can take the TP, but they're not gonna be able to do so. Sanity and Ryo is gonna put them out of their misery, and CLX will be able to take 6 rounds in their favor. 6-2 in favor of them, but do note, ladies and gentlemen, CLX having such aggression, I'm pretty sure Instinct is gonna have a hard time recovering that.
Well, speaking of that, like, Instincts need to really rethink this strategy because right now, if they don't, it's gonna be one hell break loose because frags on the board speaks that Sanity and Flicker isn't gonna let this go over with. Look at the frags they've been taking. They're not leaving any stone unturned to get those frags off the board. We're seeing Victron getting inside, and Shubroto gets a free kill. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a free kill, basically free kill. We're seeing Nyan Cat reviving Victron off the board, and sadly Nyan Cat gets taken off instead, and we're seeing Ultimate coming off on the side of the Hello Maniac. Doesn't make any difference. We're seeing a full of rotation coming off, and also the defenders are going for this.
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Flicker? Oh my god, Kiro, that support Kiro! What is that support? He just ripped off 2 at once. Oh my lord, what was that? We're seeing Victor taking off 1, but Shubroto finishing off. Oh my god, Ioneers getting ripped off just like that. All kinds of pushes, all kinds of plans are just diminished by CLX. CLX is not stopping. CLX unstoppable with their economy, with their weapons, with their utilities, everything right now. And we are seeing Force Wild coming out on the side of INS.
INS's strategy and manpower is really getting flustered in front of CLX because I don't see any advantages from their end at the moment. 7 rounds in a row in favor of CLX, and I'm pretty sure Instinct Esports is really not happy about that. They're actually going for the eco round and they're going for the buy round, and do note they have not won any of their buy rounds. CLX happens to be way too stronger for Instinct to handle on the buy rounds because they have the weapon delicacy. And I believe Dirkstone did not intend to place that camera like that because you don't get any information through that. But still, it's actually not going to be the case anymore because we're going to see Sanity putting off Dirkstone off the board. And I must admit, Instinct Esports is really struggling with everything in the odds of, excuse me, right there, in the odds of CLX. Well, That's actually devastating for them. Well, we do see Falcon getting one kill onto Ryo, but they will have to keep it up. Sanity is off the board, Vectron is on his ultimate, the Empress is on the run, and now he's gonna be able to find the kills they were looking for. And I think after such a long time, we're actually looking down around for the side of CLX because sorry, for Instinct, because Flicker is gonna be able to do much damage, and I think he will start with that. He will find a headshot onto Falcon with the Operator, but he will have to do so much with that. And I think he's gonna recover a gun. That Vandal is gonna be recovered, and now he's gonna be going for the reload, which is gonna give him away the location. And there you go. He is gonna push through the smoke, and he is gonna be taken out by Vectron. But in the end, it actually does not matter for the side of CLX because they have won too much rounds for Instinct to handle, and they will have the breathing zone after all. 7-3 is the scoreline, but still, CLX is gonna be going for another full buy with the Operator in the hands of Flicker. I really wonder if Instinct Esports have done any damage. Let alone, I believe that's actually a dent, and I think they will be able to recover that on the upcoming rounds, but that momentum is still so strong from the side of CLX.
Well, speaking of momentum, I'm seeing, promising difference. Every time some difference coming off on the board, it's really something else. Like that amount of, aggression, just, changing how really they're gonna face it, how they're really gonna make something happen. Like looking at that, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be something else right now, and this is gonna be a bit of the same kind of momentum, the same kind of gameplays coming up on the both of the teams. Anyways, we're seeing still aggressions coming up on the side of the CLX, and they're not still stopping. They're not still letting everything go off board. And still now we're seeing the calm before the storm. We are seeing pushes coming off on the side of A. Victron getting the entries, and right now Victron is gonna get a first frag. No, he isn't. He gets some damage, and we're seeing Falcon trying to get inside where Shubroto takes off. Falcon once again, sadly, Nian contacts one frag off the board, goes for the slow orb, and now taking some entry. Everyone going for the rotation right now. Defenders are still coming back. It's 4v4 situation. Duel for both of the team. Spike is planting, and we're seeing the Ryo going for the Hunter's Fury and gets the first kill off on target. Nice one. Nice. Plan denial coming from the side of Ryo, Geometry Class Master, and we are seeing CLX Sanity on his ultimate, not letting them get inside at any cost. Now we're seeing Naincat and Victron taking first frag off the board. 10 seconds off the board. Flicker gets the first frag off the board on the Neon Cat. Can he get a second? Yes, he does get the second. Will he get the third? No, he doesn't. He misses the shot, but win is a win. Hello Maniac takes out the frag on Flicker, finishes on the round. But sadly, still, it's almost the last round before the half, and still we're not seeing any round coming off on the side of Instinct Esports.
I wanna know what's actually happening in the minds of Instinct Esports at the moment, because they're actually playing it very predictably, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, CLX is reading them like an open book. I mean, in a tournament match, actually, you have to try your best to be unpredictable. Yeah, you can go for the fragging capabilities, but in the end, it actually matters when you are being unpredictable. If you are getting in the veins of Instinct Esports, and before the match started, I actually had my prediction. Oh my God, the prediction from Kiro here is gonna eliminate Harmoniac without even doing much on this round. There's the ultimate being tossed in from the Cypher, but it looks like it's not gonna be that effective because Falcon is gonna fall as well. And as I was saying, I believe that Instinct Esports is gonna be the unpredictable one, but I guess Instinct is being way too linear here. And there's no questions about that. We did see a lot of utilities being tossed in. Vectron's gonna find one kill onto Shuboroto, but not anymore, as he's gonna be shut down. But Vectron is gonna be quick enough to get his own refrag as well. Now, as this is a 2v2, I do see some light, an anomaly for the side of Instinct Esports. But still, it's really unlikely to happen because I see Instinct Esports
One enemy
how do I put it? The confidence really lacking here. Sanity is gonna pick up a kill onto Vectron, and now I believe it's all a matter of time when Nyan Cat's gonna be meeting his own doom. But no, he's gonna be able to bring his teammate back. But oh no, Flicker! That's actually a bad time to go for the leer, my boy. And now he's gonna be punished for that. And now everybody knows exactly where. Oh no! There's the wall on the way, bro. Why would you look on the wall? You know exactly where the Reyna is, and in the end, Flicker is gonna be able to get the flag without. Oh my God, that's heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen. And Flicker is gonna be going for the dance once again in the friendship chat. I mean, the friendship dance, if I may say. But what was that from the side of Instant Esports? You know exactly where the rain is coming from.
I don't know. Maybe that's a miscommunication coming off. I mean, just look at that. It was almost on the side of INES, but at the end, CLX just managed to, outsmart, or I don't know what's going on their comms, but I mean, look at that. Just think of that. I mean, he was just around that corner, and he could have taken the frag, could have known, could have obliterated him. But what we're seeing right now is hunters being hunted. That's what we are seeing. Anyways, we are seeing a linear push coming on the side of B, almost which we are seeing being stacked by Esports. Okay, that's pretty nice from this coming off. And okay. So anyways, we're seeing CLX not
What is that smoke, ladies and gentlemen?
I don't know. CLX Kiro getting the first frag on the Wingcat. It's Kiro? Definitely getting two
down,
frags.
B.
Ryo
One
on
enemy
Rampage. 1 versus 2 situation. Victron on a full rotation right now. Victron is going for the entry, and 1 minute off the clock. Something might be there, and one tap. No, he misses the one tap. Everyone knows where Victron is, and they're going for the full rotation. Okay, Victron predicts that. Will he take the TP? Victron is going for... No, he's not going to take the TP. He's instead going for the rotation. And plan going off. 35 seconds on the clock. Really
Spike
less
planted.
time coming off. And Victron gives up his position already. And he's unaware of the U-Haul he might be taken off by the Rage over here. Let's see. He spots... Victron spots him. And this is going to be one beat. Maybe. Spam's coming off, but Ryo finishes off Victron. What's wrong with Victron? He's supposed to win this gunfight because he had the advantage, but anyways, still no hope coming off on the side of INES, and we're seeing 10 rounds, double digits crossing on the side of INES, and yeah, nothing more to add. Crystal.
Well, Instinct did allow their opponents to hit the double digits, and that's actually gonna be a downside to say the least. But I believe Instant Esports can still bring it back, but they will have to revisit the strategies, that is for sure. We do see Instant Esports going for a force buy here, and I really hope this is gonna be a worthwhile one, because after such a long time, we did see Instant Esports taking one run. I did mention that was actually a dent to the momentum of CLX, and that actually was a dent, nothing more. But Instant Esports can do a lot more here, and look at that. There's a grenade coming in, as Kira did predict the location of Victron. He was forced to fall back, and there you have it. There's a kill on the favor of CLX. And Flicker, he's actually not done yet, but now he is gonna be down. He is gonna find one more kill before he is gonna be taken out. Instinct will find there's some kills in order to equalize the manpower, but the plant has gone down. And now Instinct will have to go for the retake, and I believe they can make it happen. We do see Nyancat going through the side. Oh my god, bad timing, but still he's gonna find the kill onto Shubaroto. I think they will be able to find more. And now there's actually a good run from the side of Instinct Esports, and now we're actually seeing the Sova being the lone man standing. He's gonna find one. Can he find the second? No, he does not. Hello Maniac is gonna be able to react fast through the smoke. He will come out and he will find the kill. And now there is gonna be one round in favor of Instant Esports, which is obviously gonna deny and burn some time from the side of CLX to get their victory. But still, there's 6 rounds we're talking about. Winning 6 rounds in a row is obviously gonna be a challenge to say the least, but I believe they can make it happen, because one more round off the board, we're actually gonna be seeing Team CLX looking down match point. Well, not gonna be direct match point, but the round before match point. And as Aggressive says that if you are sitting on match point, or should I say, if you're seeing your opponents sitting one round ahead of match point, this is actually your time to shine, because once they are reaching match point, this is actually going to be do or die. And doing do or die, you are obviously going to feel the adrenaline rush. You don't want to see yourself there.
Yeah, speaking of that, you really don't want to see it, because right now, if you do something, I mean, you might not be in a good situation right now, and you might have a risk of losing the match because it's already too late. It's already off the board, and we might be seeing the calm before the storm, and cool and quiet coming up on the side, and still no changes, still no reactions coming out on the both of the teams. And maybe we might be seeing something on the board, maybe something. But anyways, we're seeing spamming coming out. trying to go for some picks over here. CLX being really careful on the eco and still trying to make some noise. And he did some damage. He did take some damage. Oh, he did. Okay, impressive.
Yep, he did.
So, that's a really prediction. Shots coming up, but we're seeing Sage Hill coming off really slowly. Sage came all the way from A to B just to heal his uncle. I mean, maybe that's an uncle, but anyways, Falcon takes up Flicker. Flicker gets tracked. He
30
could have
seconds
stayed
left.
there and could have helped him, but anyways, we're seeing a push coming off. We're seeing Victor taking off Kiro, and also Falcon taking off Ryo once again, and they're being really quiet, giving some plan going off.
player
Plan gets
standing.
denied. Victron
Spike
takes off.
down A.
It's 12 seconds on the clock.
10
Sanity.
seconds left.
Will he get in frag? No, he doesn't. Shubhatlo gets taken out by Darktron, and round goes in favor of INES. So that's that. It was an eco round for CLX, but if they win this round, maybe there might be a hope. Might be a hope or another day to see for INES.
Absolutely. And you know, from the side of Instinct, they can celebrate their flawless victory, but they were actually playing on an anti-eco. So if they were actually about to celebrate that, well, that's actually not going to be the perfect time because their opponent still has a double the score than themselves. So they can still bring it back as they brought 2 rounds back on the second half of the game. And I believe Falcon's going to be able to connect the shot, but no, he does not. Well, it was a very impressive angle, but just did not work out. Well, from the side of Instinct, however, I do see the Sage blocking off some angles, which is obviously a bit more, you know, predictable, but still that's effective for the timing because it is successful when it comes to burning the time. So I guess Instinct Esports had the plans saved up for the defensive rounds, and I guess they are actually making them work. So I do see some hope from there, and it looks like they are going to be able to live up with that because Falcon is going to find a kill onto Sanity with that operator, and now there is a pain grenade coming in, which is obviously going to do some damage to the targeted person, and there you go. The players are going to fall, and the objective B is going to be transferred to the side of CLX, and I think this is obviously going to be a successful execution from the side of Irayo. The plan goes down,
planted.
and now it's going to be a disadvantage for the side of Instinct, and now a managed advantage for the side of Instinct, and smoking off the angles are going to be making it harder for Instinct to deal with. Falcon is going to deploy the Wraith Storm. Let's see if he can find a kill with the Wraith Storm, and now he's going to pick off the player, or should I say the Omen off guard, and he's going to spot out the Sova, but not going to get
One
the kill.
enemy
Hero was
remaining.
nearby, and now it's all up to Vectron, but he's not going to be able to do much. CLX will take one more round in their favor, putting them on 11-5. And one more round in favor of them, they're going to be looking down match point, as I mentioned.
Match point it is, and Hope Ball, and we're still seeing Hope Ball off the board. And we might be seeing right now there might be changes. Either it's gonna be Game Ball for CLX, or it's gonna be one more chance coming out on the side of INES. But either way, we're seeing Force Light coming off. That means INES isn't gonna leave this round go off. They're not gonna let this go unturned. Every stone they're gonna use against that, and we're seeing track darts coming off. CLX trying to push off. One tap on Vectron. Nice one, Riot. That reaction time was pretty impressive to watch. One frag off the board. We are seeing entry frag coming off on a fragger, which is really important for the
Flicker's
team.
looking for the camera, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So Flicker. Anyways, we're seeing CLX Hero. Hero, will you get the frag? He does, Hero. Awesome timing. That window he had really made some difference. Here, taking the damage off. We're seeing Neon Cat on a double kill. One body shot, one headshot. Spray and pray as we speak. Sanity going for the push. Then we're seeing Alarm Board getting triggered. Plan going off, and plan only go after plan situation really going bad to the side. Sanity takes out Darktone. Darktone takes one
Last
off.
player standing.
We're seeing Flicker on a double kill, 1 spray, 2 down. Awesome round coming off, and match point
Match
for
point.
CLX.
Well, I did see Flicker going for the flank for the side of Showers, and he found the flanks while the remaining sentinels of Instinct Esports were absolutely oblivious, and that is how they are gonna be capitalizing on their map control. Well, we still do see Sage having the ultimate, but now this is actually gonna be do or die situation for Instinct. Do note, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a map selected by Instinct Esports. And as I see Instant Esports getting destroyed on this map by CLX, this really breaks my heart. But I believe they can still make it happen. They can try to go for the revenge on the second map, which is selected by AG, which is Ascent. But still, there's so much to see in this game. Well, we are seeing the aggression from the side of CLX as they will toss everything they have inside of the objective. Cat is gonna push through the smoke, being the smoke criminal, but he's gonna be punished for that. But there is obviously a refresh coming in from the side of CLX as well as Flicker is gonna deploy their Impress here, and he knows if he can use it right now, this is really gonna be rewarding, but looks like the reward will have to wait. Falcon is gonna shut him down. It's gonna be a 3v2 situation in favor of Instant Esports as they have the spike, the clock in their favor with the manpower. This can be doable for the side of excuse me right there. Actually, it's gonna be doable for the side of Instinct, and yes, they will be able to capitalize on that, and they will have a lot of time to go for the defuse. Well, trust me, the match itself is so heated up and so you know, full of clusters. It's actually hard for me to keep up as well, but either way, we're still seeing Instant Esports keeping themselves alive on match point. I believe they can still bring it home, but they will have to win 6 more rounds in order to push it to overtime. But I really wonder if CLX is really looking forward to that, because they want to finish this map as fast as they can.
Well, speaking of that, check. Okay, seeing of that, and now right now this is gonna be one hell of an evening night, because right now we're seeing like full buy of, or we can see the force buy coming out on the side of INES, and also we're seeing scanned buy coming out on the side of CLX, and it's the match point, and anything might happen right now. Anything might be happening because like 6 rounds coming off on a match point isn't gonna be an easy thing for any team, not even on the side of INES. Anyways, we're seeing one frag of the board where Helaminix takes back one on the back of Flicker,
I have the spike.
and Spike gets off. Sanity is getting the information on the here, and they're still trying to get some information, some distraction of the board and some rotation, but still there we're not seeing any rotation. Kiro trying to make some angle flicks coming off, and he's gonna fall
He's
back.
actually here to recover the gun of his fallen teammate.
Yeah, exactly, and he's really doing good in that perspective. And that kind of you know, skill is really needed sometimes, because only thing you need to change is around. And we are seeing Sage being you know, tracked off, and we're seeing Sanity with a 1-tap on Vectron, and Sanity might go for initiation on his ultimate, and we are seeing ultimate on the U-Haul not being
It's gonna be
effective.
destroyed.
Yep, and yeah, he does destroy the initiation, but we're still seeing after plan situation coming off. Being really careful, they're being really careful, and we're seeing, okay, Ryo will get a frag. Ryo trying to make some changes over there, and we're seeing Sanity once again. It's gonna be something different right now. Push is coming off. Sanity gets smoke, and he gets one frag off the board. One more, and Attackers won.
Attackers win.
First map goes in favor of CLX. What a tactical win! Really impressive coming on the side of CLX. CLX not coming down on the aggression and their after plan skill. Really nice coming out on the side of CLX. CLX winning the map, first map, bind.
Do you know, guys, that they won an eco round in the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. You know, this actually happens, but still, this is something really kind of shakes me off. That, oh my god, I don't know how to put it, but congratulations to CLX as they won the last round, which was an eco round. They did not intend it to win, but still they got it home, and Instant Esports was actually not able to recover that. Well, that's actually very heartbreaking for both of us, but in the end, that's actually a victory for CLX. Well, you guys have seen the match. We cannot say much, but still, CLX have been dominating the match from the very beginning. We did see Instant Esports taking 6 rounds, but still, their confidence were really lacking, because as you can see the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, they actually lost the 1v1 gunfights. And do you know that CLS was able to isolate each and every player from Instant Esports and force them to take the 1v1s, and they won the 1v1s. Well, CLX are undoubtedly a very strong team when it comes to taking the gunfights. I did expect Instant Esports to have the strategies, but unfortunately, CLX was the team who had strategies and the trigger discipline as they took the first map. But still, this is not over yet for Instant Esports. It was a very heartbreaking defeat for them. They had some major minor mistakes, but still they're going to be able to work with that, which is something I believe on. But as I mentioned, there's still more matches around the corner. So the second map is going to be Assen. So let's see how the match is going to be going on. But till then, we're actually going to give the players some time to calm themselves down, and we're going to do the same. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be right back with the second map of Assen in a short while.
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ, যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফর্ম্যাট। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের দুটি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদের তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছে। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগত বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগত। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ, যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাট। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হয়েছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছে। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য।
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back with the second map of the day between Instant Esports and CLX, or should I say AG Esports Calix. So both of the teams are ready. We're actually going to be seeing a swap of a player from the side of Instant Esports as Hello Maniac is going to be shifted by Xcuracy. And we're going to be heading into the second map of the day. Ascent is going to be seeing the action now. Selected by AG Esports Calix, and Instant Esports is going to be having the pleasure to defend on the first rounds.
Well, speaking of that, we're seeing picking offs coming off on the both teams, and we're seeing Vector and Reyna once again, and also CLX Sanity on the Killjoy, Sugar Clone, and once again Ryo, the Sova, CLX Kiro with the pick of Jet Flicker once again. Now this Xcuracy new pick. We are seeing he's really good at Jet, and it's Xcuracy. We're seeing Neon Cat walking into maybe Brimstone and Darkthrone deciding still, and 42 seconds of the board, and still waiting for the pick. So on the side of CLX, pretty promising pick. And in this map of Ascent, you really need someone really good to hold off mid and take the control of the catwalk, and also the garden, which is really good. Choking point coming off. We're seeing Falcon picking off Sova. Neon Cat picking up Brimstone, and Darkthrone still deciding what to pick, and he picks up Cypher, and now we're gonna go for the start, and it's Ascent heating up.
Well, indeed, Ascent is gonna be heated up. Let's see how the heat up is gonna be in the process. We're gonna be heading into the first pistol round from both of the teams. Well, Neon Cat is gonna be opting to go for the Brimstone this time, and you know, I actually forgot to mention it on the first map that Instant Esports is actually a team who actually focuses on the Brimstone rather than the Omen. Well, you know, after the recent, or should I say long before buffs coming in to the old dog, he can actually put some more pressures, but still, thanks to Omen's cross map smokes, he's still popular. And I think his popularity is not gonna be coming to an end anytime soon. Even after the new agent Astra, we're seeing a lot of plays of Omen in the tournament, but still I believe Astra can still be a very viable pick, because yes, she can smoke, she can pull you in, and obviously she can concuss you. So Astra undoubtedly is a very strong agent, but still she is underpicked, and I believe the players of Bangladesh are still not able to cope make up a strategy with that. And I guess we are going to be seeing Astra in the future tournaments, but still, you know, I believe Astra and, Sky are really underrated agents. But let it be. We're going to be heading into the pistol round. We're going to be seeing heavy aggression from the side of CLX. And looks like aggression is going to be rewarding from their end, because Flicker is going to shut down Darkthrone without any problems. And looks like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. And look at that. Oh my god. Flicker with that swap onto on the Jet. He's going to find another kill. And now Falcon doesn't know he's actually having a flank. But he's going to find a kill. But he is going to be taken out by his own twin brother. Vectron is going to look down on a 1v4. And I believe this is going to be hard for him, if not impossible. And there you go. Flicker is going to pick up a 4K right there. A very, very dominant start from the side of CLX. Looks like their adrenaline has not stopped after the 5-minute or 4-minute break we had after the first map. They're still going for very aggressive plays, and Instant Esports, even after the change, they're having a hard time dealing with that. But still, this is only the first round of the board. CLX takes the first pistol round, and Instant Esports is going to be forced to go for an eco round here.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure, and most of the times, it's sometimes different, because the quad kill coming out on the side of Flicker, unexpected. I mean, Ines could have been okay. Wait, okay. Like surprise Flicker, got you, man. And we're seeing headshot ding coming off, but taking off Kiro once again, and they're going for a full rotation. Are they enable? Oh my god, Ryo on that accuracy shot coming off really clears off everything we're seeing right now. Everyone goes for the full rotation. Defenders, wait, are we seeing Victron chasing them? Ryo, are you ready? And Ryo takes off Victron off guard, thinking that maybe no one stopped. Anyways, we're seeing a full rotation coming off, and we are seeing the Sova, that's Falcon, still holding on.
Ryo?
Uh, Ryo, are you there?
I think he didn't hear that information, but still 9cat is gonna find the kill. But still, we're seeing Eastern Esports having the manpower. This plan is going down with 2 classics. Well, actually, 9cat did recover a Spectre to work with. I believe this is gonna be very hard for them to go for the clutch, but they're still gonna commit to it because this is still their eco round. If they die, they're gonna find the loss bonuses. Hero is gonna be holding onto the boxes while the remaining players are gonna be hiding inside of the boathouse, and Sanity is gonna be stayed onto the spike. And now there's a pings coming in from the side of the Recon Ball, or should I say the Sova. There's a storm grenade being thrown in, but still no damages are gonna be caused. 9cat is gonna be committing to it. He's gonna spot out Sanity, but looks like he's not able to do much. Sanity is gonna pick up one, Kira's gonna pick up the second, and that is how we're gonna be seeing an anti-eco round in favor of CLX or CLX Calix, or actually AG Esports Calix. Well, CLX is off to a very strong start, to say the least.
And strong start always, I mean, seeing this, almost I'm thinking once again, I mean, clean starts and clean rip-offs. I mean, I expected something different coming off of the side of Ioneers this time after their last swap on their players. And still we're not seeing anything changes coming off, but right now we're seeing Ioneers on the full buy. They're force buying everything, and we're seeing XQC on the left side holding off the angle, trying to make some noise, and Kiro and Ryo pushing off. The mid, taking the mid control isn't gonna be easy because it's gonna be something different. And right now it's 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. A lot of time left. They have more time to spend with, more time to play with. And CLX still making, and he spotted him, misses the shot sadly, but Shuroto takes him off mid-air with Spectre. Kiro almost does it accurately but couldn't get any angle here. And we're seeing entry coming off. Sanity on the good entry on Vectron. Darktone takes back one side of the board. Will he take another? He does. Really one tap coming up on the side. But Kiro takes off Darktone easily with the Sheriff, and it's 1v3 situation. Falcon knows where he is, and Kiro angles him, and Kiro takes back the frag. This is the shot, and Falcon is really low, 7 HP. Falcon just needs to be one tap, and yep, he did, and finishes off Falcon. Plan goes off. Well done by the team of CLX once again, and it's third round. They're on a rampage once again.
Eastern Esports is really getting isolated by CLX multiple times, just like the first map. And trust me, Kalashnikov, I'm having deja vus here. Because every single time we see Eastern Esports taking the 1v1s, and they're actually not winning those. That's number one. And aside that, CLX is really, really fast when it comes to taking the rotations, really fast when it comes to taking decisions. Because let's say on the second round, we did see that CLX opted to go for A. We did see the Reyna getting a kill with the Shorty, but still it just did not work out because he was taken out. And right after that, when they were rotating, I did see 2 players on the flank from the side of Instant Esports. And yes, I must admit, they flank very fast, but sometimes faster is not better because you have to understand when to strike. If you are flanking fast, you're actually giving your opponent some time to react. You're actually giving them the time to get themselves ready. But when you are an attacker or a defender in any competitive shooter or any competitive game, if I may say, if you are doing or executing something on the last seconds while the clock is favoring you, it's actually gonna be very much of a pain for the player, for the attacker, or the player who doesn't have the clock on his end, because he may panic which to execute, because he may get confused that should I go for the plan, should I go for the kills, should I watch for the flank. That's actually the time you should go for the strike, because you are getting your enemies when their plans are down. But for some reason, Instant Esports is going for such bold plays, because once the barrier is open, they get the information, okay, this is not an A execution. For example, they're instantly going for the flanks, and that is something CLX is predicting more than easily. And that's actually the downside of Instant Esports. And I believe if they can opt to that, Instant Esports can take some rounds. This is still 3 rounds off the board in favor of CLX, but still having nil in favor of you. You really do not want your enemies to go too far away, because as we can see, Instant Esports is looking down another eco round. Oh well, this is obviously going to be a problem for the side of Instant Esports, considering this is the 3rd round they lost, and if they are going to be losing this one, this is really going to be a problem for their end.
Well, I mean, the problem is not so easy, you know. It's not.
Oh no 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 no
Wait,
no
wait,
no
wait, wait.
no!
Judge.
Excuse me?
That was really sad. Really sad. Vectron thought he could
I
make it
wanna know.
sad.
I wanna know, Kalashnikov, why is that jet peeking while there's a shotgun on the hallway?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he wants to save his teammates.
Last
Maybe.
player standing.
Anyways, we're seeing CLX still ripping off, and we're seeing Vectron gets 1 frag of the moment. He get a second. He holds try to hold angle, gets overhealed, and you know, making some noise out there. I mean, Vectron is never.
Why
gonna
would you
be-
open?
Exactly, that's my question. Anyways, I don't think he's gonna leave it. He's gonna try his best. He's gonna try to clutch it off, choking angles right now. He's still pushing off the angle, and he gets very damaged, and that's a panic coming off, and Vectron gets taken off. Sadly, could have saved the operator and made a difference, but round goes favoring CLX once again. CLX with a quad win, and still on rampage.
Well, speaking of the operator save, yes, this is something they could have done, but trust me, I just wonder what's happening in the comms of Instant Esports at the moment, because this is something you hate to see if you are a fan of Instant
Keep up.
Esports, as they are really collapsing time to time, but still, I guess they're gonna be able to hold on to that. But yeah, he could have done so. He did go for the operator save. He did try to open the gate with that operator, and then he did go for the Empress. Well, a nice try from Vectron, I must admit, but in the end, it just did not matter. Flicker is gonna be the aggressive player here. He will find out the player, which is actually the Sova. There's a 100 coming in, which is not gonna find anybody for the time being, but I guess this is gonna find the information, which is gonna do some damage, and Vectron is gonna fall pretty fast in the hands of Sanity, and in order to put it up, we're gonna be seeing Kiro getting a kill on accuracy, but there is Dark Throne with the Dark Throne. He is gonna pick up a double kill, and that is gonna be putting Instant Esports in the manpower. But do they have the spike, and can they go for the plan? And in order to get the information, they got the neural theft, which is gonna give out the location of CLX, but looks like CLX just does not care. Ryo is gonna find a kill onto Falcon, Nanka's gonna get a refrag onto Kiro, and now it's all up to Ryo in a 1v2. We did see CLX doing good so far, and there's a smoke on his face. Nankat is gonna have to recover the spike, but do note, if you want to recover the spike, you will have to come to Ryo first, because he's the person who's under control of the spike. But Ryo doesn't seem like he knows about that, and for some reason, we're actually not seeing CLX.
30
I mean,
seconds
Instant
left.
was recovering the spike while there is the smoke to work with. Nyan Cat is actually waiting for the smoke to evaporate, which is gonna be evaporated, and in the end, Delta is actually gonna go for the kill instead of going for the spike. So a very well execution from the side of Instant Esports, even though they could have done it better, but still, that was a good one. 1-4 in favor of CLX. Well, better late than never.
Well, winning that round makes a difference right now. I mean, they needed this round so far because, I mean, AC Sports is really, I mean, you know, like slowing down, really getting ripped off by CLX for a lot of rounds right now. And this round might give them, you know, a momentum right now. Because if they win this one, maybe
Get out
they
of my
might be
way.
coming on a momentum right now. And yes, we're seeing a full rush coming out on the side. Nice shot by Excuse, but it's taken off. Sadly, it's blocked by teammates. And Nyan Cat getting 1 frag. Ryo trying to make some angles on the board. Goes for some ultimate on the side. And attackers, Killjoy getting off. They're going for the push, trying to make a difference. Pushing off. Okay, blind fire's coming. Position gets off. And they're going for the pushes coming off. Site is empty, but we are seeing only the angles coming off. And Ines Darkflame gets 1 frag of the world.
Last player standing.
And it's all up to
enemy
Vectron, and it's 1v1. Vectron gets full heal. Vectron might find a kill, and that's that awesome flick coming off Vectron, making that shine once again. Vectron, it's all up to you. Nice one. Our Vectron might be back if Vectron continues to play frags like that, I guess Instinct is gonna give another day, see another day, and that's a win by the Instinct Esports once again. It's 2-4, Instinct 2-4 for CLX, and we might be seeing something different, maybe.
Well, even after that, we're still seeing CLX having a very huge upper hand, considering their score line, because Sanity is already hitting the double digits here, and well, they still have a lot of rounds to work with, and I guess they're not gonna be taking too long here. Vectron is gonna be tossing the layer here, and he will take some damage as he was going for the information peak, but eventually he's gonna be successful in order to be safe. But Excuracy can say the same for him, because he will fall in the hands of Sanity, and there is a strong grenade coming in order to deny the players inside of market. Sanity, however, is gonna get tagged by the camera, but I think he won't have too much of a problem because Objective B is completely clear, and he's gonna find a kill on the Dark Throne as well, as we did see a kill from the side of Instant Esports getting a kill onto Ryo, but even after that, it's just not that effective. Well, CLX is able to capitalize on the map control, and I think they're gonna be able to do so, but Falcon will be able to deny some of it by eliminating Hero, and there is the orbital strike coming in from the side of the Brimstone, but it's just burned some time from the attackers, and now they are going to be sitting for the plan. Sanity is going to be holding on the angle onto the market. Nyan is going to be going for the wall, and now he is going for the peak, but he's giving us so much noise. I believe he doesn't know the location of Sanity. Sanity may just go under the radar, and I believe he will. Nyan on your right! No, that's unfortunate, as Sanity is going to pick up a freebie right there. And Flicker is going to pick up one more onto the all of the Falcon now, and now he will have to be the hero tonight, but I don't think heroes are gonna be leaving, because Falcon, with one Vandal and 3 players to deal with the clock coming down, it's not gonna be that easy. And now he is gonna look on the wrong direction. Sanity with the potato fest. Oh my god, in the end, the right click is gonna do the job more than successfully. But Falcon, he did look away the wrong direction at the long time. He almost killed the Killjoy, but still, it doesn't matter. This is the 5th round going in favor of CLX, or should I say AG Esports Calix. Instinct will have to do harder than that in order to get their lead in the board.
Well, Instincts really need to check on their, the mechanical, mechanical skills over there, because what I think is now the Instinct is choking on the mechanical gunfights and 1v1 so far, and what they should really do is they should be really playing passively and really should be playing off angles instead of pushing and trying to take kills. I don't think it's wise to push up enemies and make some difference, but anyways, we're seeing first frag of the board, and it's still being very hard for Instinct to really hold up. We are seeing Recon Ball taking an angle push over here, and still that angle isn't ready right now. They're going for the Recon drone, and Recon's there, and we're seeing Enshi pushing, misses, Victron takes one effect, but Schubert is trying one frag and one more. Falcon with that one tap once again. Really good sheriff fights coming on the side of Victron and Falcon. Anyways, plan goes off, and Hunter's Fury on the board. We might be seeing some Hunter Fury. Falcon trying to make some angles. But will he get some damage? Yes, he did. And position gets stricken out, and it's 2v3 situation. This might be something very harder, something very difficult right now. Anyways, we're seeing Shuvroto only surviving 1v2 situation. Shuvroto is on a
30 seconds left.
Choky position right now. He might get 2 frags maybe, or maybe 1. Goes for an ultimate, and sadly that is gonna be his ultimate, and goes for the plant, and everyone goes to rotation. Really less time coming off on the board. Shubroto now playing really aggressive. He might be taking an off angle for a start, and we're seeing Ionis, both Falcon and Neon Cat coming together, making a whole lot of noise, giving them position at what they're gonna do. Shubroto might get fragged. No, Shubroto off the round on a quad kill. Shubroto being really good at taking off angles. He also took a double kill before and finishes off a double kill. Awesome clutch coming up on the side of Shubroto. Really good spray control. Finishes off both of them at once, sadly being lined up, and that's it. The 8th round coming out on the favor of CLX. 6 for CLX and 2 for INES.
I love the fact Shuboroto used his out of shadows to teleport to B, and then he actually went for an angle you wouldn't expect as an attacker. And in the end, yeah, the lineup was so perfect that he just got the kills without even trying. But either way, this is actually gonna be a round. Instinct is gonna be starting very aggressively, and they are gonna pick up 2 kills pretty easily. But I believe CLX is not gonna let them go away with that. And they're actually trying to go for the refrags, but they're actually stuck inside of the B main. Well, Flicker, however, is gonna find the information. There is nobody to be seen inside of A, and he may actually give out away the information, and he may actually tell his teammates to fall back. He's gonna hear the Sova. He's not giving out his location. He's muffling his information as much as he can. And now I believe Flicker is gonna give a surprise to Falcon. And yes, the surprise is gonna be there. He did not expect him to be there. And there you have it. The heaven control is gonna be completely under attackers. And the attackers are making their way to A. Well, they have the man disadvantage, but still they're gonna making their way. Looks like Instinct, however, is gonna give them a hard time because his sanity is gonna fall. And there you go, through the smoke, he's gonna find Kira as well. Flicker is gonna pick up his double. And now he will have to recover the orb, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do so because Accuracy is gonna deny doing so, and that's how we're gonna be seeing a very well execution from the side of Instinct Esports. This is the Instinct Esports we wanted to see for a very long time. 3-6 is gonna be the scoreline, and finally, Instinct Esports is showing some signs of life, and they are actually showing the aggression as well. Some aggression CLX was not expecting, and maybe, the element of surprise can be a point for Instinct Esports to get their lead and their victory.
Well, see, I mean, like, Instinct Esports really needs to take up this aggression. They really need to keep up on this, because if they don't, I mean, I don't think they're gonna come back this time too. And CLX still trying to understand what's going on. CLX still trying to read INES really relentlessly. Anyways, really bad spray coming out on the side of Victron, couldn't get killed, and both of them potato. And this time, and wait, did he get a frag? No, he couldn't. Trying to get a frag. Victron being really aggressive, really open. That wasn't the right thing to do at that moment. You should have taken cover, should have fallen back. Taking unnecessary fights doesn't make you win. Anyways, we're seeing 1 minute of the clock. 4v3 situation, defenders on man disadvantage, and we're seeing pushes coming off. Sanity gets some frag, but gets some damage on the board. Ryo, the shock dart, Falcon finishes off Sanity, and double shock dart coming off. We are seeing a full rotation, and they predicted all of that. And SQC getting 1 frag, nice headshot coming out on the side of SQC. Might be seeing a second frag. No, we don't, and Shubroto finishes off. And this is gonna be very tough right now because no time left. 30 seconds off the board, and we're still seeing pushes coming off, and we might be facing different. What? That Shubroto, that flick! 2v1 situation. Everyone knows what's going on right now, and reveal dart goes off the board, and we're still seeing the ultimate coming off, and full rotation. Falcon trying to force out some angles, trying to get the frag. He does get the frag, and he doesn't know Shubroto is there. He thought maybe Shubroto might be taking the frag. Wait. He was unaware. Shubroto with a quad kill once again, and what a round coming off on the side of CLX. Shubroto did so well. 200 IQ gameplay, really good. He expected that maybe enemy is gonna be on the side of long, but no, he wasn't, and that's what made the whole difference. The round, and Falcon was unaware of that and gets taken out sadly, and the round goes once again in favor of CLX. And right now, INES should think something different off the board.
Well, in case you missed that, Kalashnikov, the previous round was an eco round for CLX, and despite of having an eco, they won that, and they did a lot of damage and so many more. Undoubtedly, CLX is on a mission, and they're really not looking for it to be stopped here. And you know, I can see CLX is really focusing on the element of surprise, because you know, when the Omens took the ultimate, or should I say out of shadows, he tried his best to keep the Sova in a mind game because he didn't know where the Omen can be. And that is how he was able to take the Sova off when he was off guard. And now it's all up to Nyan Cat. And as you can see, CLX knows exactly what Instinct is gonna be reacting and how they're gonna be playing, and that's why they're actually destroying the strategies, destroying everything Instinct has to offer on the board. Nyan Cat will find one kill, but now with that post-plan situation, I really doubt if he's gonna be able to do much. He is gonna be spotted out by the alarm bot, but he will survive even after that. Sanity is gonna know the location of the Brimstone. Brimstone's making so much noise out there, and he's gonna show his back to Sanity, and he is gonna be taken out by CLX Sanity. And we're gonna see Ryo recovering the operator for his teammate, and looks like I am having deja vus after all, because once again we're seeing CLX undoubtedly dominating Instant Esports here, while Instant Esports has absolutely no grounds to work with. CLX is really getting closer and closer to get themselves on the high brackets of ESPL Bangladesh Valorant PowerUp Invitationals.
Well, I think I agree 110%. CLX isn't gonna let this go, isn't gonna fall back. They are gonna obliterate INES and not gonna fall back anytime soon. And they're making a lot of noise, and we're seeing pushes coming off, make some noise, and we're seeing Cage trigger, and he gets
Oh my god, oh my god.
Spike down A.
As Vectron takes one frag out the board to the smoke, and oh my god, Sanity takes off Vectron, destroys him completely. Disgusting shots coming off on the side of CLX. 4v2 situation, not too much good. As we speak, and Falcon gets shaken, and we are seeing nowhere to run, and he's running, making some noise right there. Sadly, couldn't get taken off, and we are seeing, wait,
Player standing.
oh my god, what's that brain plays? Guys, I thought CLX never used
Switching
their
sides.
strats, but right now, we're seeing high IQ plays coming out of CLX, and outsmarting INES just like that. It's really heartbreaking and really, like, I don't know, it's like demoralizing to watch. Getting destroyed by a team. Yeah, CLX is really promising, but I thought maybe INES was gonna go for some, tactical strats, changing the gameplays. But right now, what we're seeing was unimaginable.
CLX is definitely dominating the match so far. It's actually the same as the first map, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see if Instant Esports is going to be allowing them to do the same after the halftime. We did see a slight of a comeback from the side of Instant Esports in the first map. But do know this is actually the map selected by AG Esports Calix, and I see Flicker taking some inspiration from Instant Esports because he is also going for a very fast flank with his friend the Jet. But his Curacy is gonna be the opener here. He will take down Shuvor also, but there's a refrag on the Tefron as well. And Instant Esports is really trying to execute B here, but they're gonna take a lot of damage as they were passing through. Ryo is gonna get accuracy while he is also low on HP, but still the plan is gonna be going down. CLX is really having the upper hand here, but if they can make it happen, two players being low on HP, we can actually expect Team Instinct to make a difference here, but I guess this is gonna have to wait because we're actually seeing Nyan Cat getting one bit, not the second. And that was a very fast round coming in from the side of CLX. And there you go, we're actually seeing some friendship dance from the side of CLX as they're actually doing some friendship dance on the dead body of the Cypher, and that is going to be putting CLX on the double digits. And considering they won the pistol round, I can expect Instant Esports to go for a force buy as they did on the previous map as well. But you know, even on that, we may expect CLX to have an upper hand. Well, do note, ladies and gentlemen, on the previous map, when Instant Esports went for the force buy, they did one round. But is it going to be the case this time around? That is going to be a question to me, from me to you, Kalashnikov.
Well, I don't think any changes is gonna come. I think it's gonna be the same. I think there's gonna be, the same monotonous gameplay coming out on both sides of the team. CLX is still gonna push them off and still gonna make some. As we're speaking here, they are doing that, taking off Falcon, and anyways, Flicker gets taken off. Vectron pushing anonymously, getting behind the enemy lines. making some advantage, but misses a shot. Ryo takes off.
Spike
Dark
down
Troll,
mid.
2v1 situation. Neoncast takes one frag off the board. Vectron takes one more. 2v2 situation. Right now it isn't looking good. One frag maybe. No, he misses a shot. Neoncast goes for the full rotation, coming off there, trying for the B, and pretty much Neoncast knows what's everything is going on. And smokes on the floor, maybe the plan, and yes, that wonderful shot comes out of the Neon Cat, getting inside. It's all up to one guy, and that's Kiro. Kiro will have to make a difference right
Spike
now.
planted.
Spike gets planted, looking good for Ineos so far, so good, and promising coming off. Two of them holding off both angles, two angles, and right now we're still seeing picks coming off. Kiro goes for it. Kiro, check. Kiro, yeah, he does, and he does, and he knows everything what's going on. No, he doesn't. Kiro will
enemy
finish.
remaining.
Yes, he does, and he's going for the reload. And we find, and sadly he doesn't. Vectron with the rampage on a triple kill finishes off the round, and yep, after a long time we're seeing IMS taking one more round on their side.
Well, Deja Vu, well, I did mention about Deja Vu, and I'm actually having that once again. Instinct won the Force by round on map number 1. They happen to won the same on this round as well. Well, this actually depends how CLX is going to be reacting on that. On the previous map, we did see after losing the Force by round in the hands of Instinct, they opted to go for a eco round, and I believe they will do the same. And for some reason, I'm actually having Deja Vu once again. Flicker is doing the exact same thing which was done by Vectron. But I really wonder if it's going to be effective because I don't see anybody pushing that direction. But either way, let's see how this sounds going to be. We're seeing a very split push, and you know, Instinct. Oh, actually, Flicker is gonna really. He's actually trying to shallow up the possibilities because he wants the kill, and I believe he will find that. But Excursive will predict that more than easily, and he will go for the pre-fire and find a kill onto Flicker. So that one is not going to be successful. Excursive is going to steal the shorty from the hands of the Reyna, and now the execution should be successful as the attackers will make their way inside of the objective A, and looks like they will be able to find it. Oh no, Ryo brought a knife in a gunfight, and he will be punished for that. The spike goes down more than easily, and it's gonna be a 1v5 situation for the Jet. Well, Kiro does have a shorty to work with, but that is obviously not a weapon you want to have in your hand when you are having a 1v5 to deal with. Kiro, with a dream to pursue, he's going to find one dream. Can he find the second dream? Oh, he's going to get spotted out. He is going to make a run for it, but eventually he's going to meet his fate in the hands of Dark Throne. Once again, we're seeing a score on a 5-10 in favor of CLX, but if history repeats itself, and according to my speculation, this round can go in favor of CLX, and in order to reinforce my speculation, I'm actually gonna focus on Flicker with the operator.
Yeah, actually, Flicker, you know, waiting for that frag coming off on the mid, and he's gonna
They
be
want
really
to die.
aggressive with that.
Let them.
And Flicker, being an arena player, I've never seen an arena player playing so good. Operator, and he does get a first frag off the board on Dark Throne Chetro, and he does. And he does. Well, wait for it. Sadly, the ultimate Gravestone doesn't work out. Couldn't make the sound. And Vectron pushing off. Vectron gets some damage off the board, but he doesn't manage to finish off. And he does. Really good one tap coming off on the side of Vectron. Finishes off Ryo. And now everyone knows where Vectron really is. So everyone's playing really, really quiet right now. And 1 minute of the clock. And we're seeing 4v4 situation. I mean, really changeable for both of the teams. And XQC gets, you know, tracked by the bot, and the push is coming off, and one tap Sanity. What was that? Sanity? Anyways, we're seeing entry coming off CLX, entry, and Flicker gets one frag. Disgusting.
One
This
enemy
is
remaining.
disgusting, really disgusting.
Spike
Finding
down,
angles and hope ball coming out on the side of CLX, obliterating once again. Instinct Esports.
Instinct Esports will have to pick the pace up because once again this is do or die situation for them. They do have still one more chance to gamble with, but do you really want to gamble while your team is having more than double scores than you? Well, that's there, and obviously you want to keep yourself on the driver's seat, and this is really not gonna be my doubt that I mean this is obviously gonna be being the devil's advocate if I say Instinct can make it happen, but still I'm gonna keep myself and I will try my best to be the devil's advocate if Instinct can bring it back. 6 more rounds to go. In they will have to win 6 rounds in consecutive order in order to get an equalization. But either way, we're seeing Instinct Esports playing it passively, being the attacker, and looks like passivism is not gonna be. I mean, being optimistic is not gonna be helping them much because we do see a kill from the side of Flicker, and I think he's gonna look for more. Oh no! That's a very nasty shot from the side of Flicker onto the head of the Jet. Looks like he's not gonna stop. Yes, he does not. He's gonna pick up a triple kill without doing much. And there you go, an absolute destruction upon Instinct Esports, as they will find CLX will find a flawless round. Oh boy.
Well, it's breaking down for a team like Instinct Esports, really breaking down, and right now obliterating, dominating. I don't know what adjectives to use and describe this situation, but all the thing I have in mind is that Instinct Esports getting destroyed like this in hand of CLS Flicker. I mean, I really thought, I really am for something, different fights coming up, but everything is not different. Anyways, we might be seeing something different. No, we don't. And really good frag coming up. Vector takes one frag, Shooter takes one more, Shooter takes another, Vector takes one more, Shooter on. Oh my lord, Shuzuto on that kind of push. It's all up to Vectron. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? He does. Takes one more frag. It's
Can we see the ace? Can we see the ace?
Can we see the ace? It's gonna be do or die, ace or not. Anyways, we're seeing Empress coming off on the board. It's all up to Vectron, star player of INES, making through his way onto A side. Planting goes off, and we're seeing Shuroto, also one of this another star player of CX, and it's Empress versus the Ghost. Who's gonna make it happen? Who's gonna make the change? Who's gonna make the whole lot of difference as we speak? And is the Ghost aware that Empress is behind him? And no, we don't think so. And Victron knows that he has taken the TP, might make a difference, and time is short, really short. And Victron finds the angle. Victron pushes inside the smoke. Victron swinging for him, and ace coming up on the side of Victron. Victron comes back, makes it for it, saves Instinct from losing early, at least early, of course.
Well, Instinct did save, Vectron did save Instinct from drowning back there, but either way, we're actually seeing Instinct Esports still pretty far behind. Well, I'd actually expected an ace from the side of Flicker, but Vectron is gonna be the one who will pick that up. He will find an ace clutch, but in the end, it was actually up to the side of CLX to deal. I mean, they were way too aggressive, and that is something Vectron solely depended on. Looks like this time around, this is not gonna be the case because Flicker and Kira will find the kills they are looking for. Well, Darktron will find one, but he will have to find more here. Instinct Esports is really trying their best to keep themselves alive on match point of their opponent. And there is the defender killjoy coming in, which is going to burn a lot of time for the attackers because they will have to abandon the ship. And presumably they will do so, but I don't think Darktron has the time to escape the vicinity. Yes, he does. Yep, he will not get detained. That's actually on the bright side. And now they're opting to go for the rotation, but I believe they just may fall back to A once again because they are actually expecting that. Sanity is going to be holding onto the cubby of the catwalk, and any second now Vectron is gonna be spotted out, and Vectron is gonna spot out the gun. Where are you looking at, Sanity? What's your cost of placement? In the end, Vectron's gonna pick up a double, and now this is looking bright for the side of Instinct. Looks like they will be able to bring it back. And trust me, Vectron, when he got the clutch, this is gonna give an inspiration for the side of Instinct. They need it for a very long time, but Ryo is gonna make sure that The spike is gonna be denied, but in the end, Vectron is gonna miss the kill on Rayo, but now he's gonna get the kill he's looking for. The spike goes down. Kiro will be on a 1v2. Kiro hasn't been doing so good so far in the scoreboard because according to the scoreboard, he is actually bottom fragging, but still he can make it happen. And now he's gonna spot out Mayan Cat, and now he is actually trying to go for the side of the garden, but he's actually opting to go. He's gonna actually go for the direct push, and he's gonna be punished for that. Nyan Cat is gonna eliminate Kira, and suddenly the tables have turned, and now Instant Esports are bringing it back. A very well execution from their end, and I really believe Instant Esports can make this miracle happen. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in miracles, and as we believe in miracles, we're actually seeing CLX going for an eco round.
So this eco is something we don't know what's gonna happen next, but as we saw in the last match, actually CLX won an eco round to finish off the match, so there's nothing to say what's gonna happen next. Anyways, we're seeing XQC being really aggressive, trying to do one tap, misses the shot, sadly, sad on the reaction time, and gets taken, position gets taken off, and A is empty. Okay, so what's gonna be?
They found my
Push
wire.
or difference?
Instant Esports is really not concerned about the fact that A is a free real estate for them to take, but they will be going for that execution. And as CLX is on an eco round, I guess they wanted to go for a stag, but as they did not do so, that's not going to be effective anymore. Flicker is going to wait under the gate, will try to do some damage under Dark Throne, but now he's going to be forced to use his knife, and he will be able to destroy the gate into pieces. Dark Throne, I believe he knows the location of the Reina, and whether he knows or not, he's going to be taken out, but Shuvoroto is going to get the refrag, and now there's so many ultimates being tossed in. There is the neural thread being tossed in. There is the Empress being tossed in. So many Tildes are gonna down in this round, and I believe this round can go in favor of CLX. But do note, CLX took their victory on the first map on an eco, and I think this is gonna be the same case once again. This time around, we're gonna see a Molly which will deny the defuse, and there you go, a very well placed hunter tree from the side of Falcon as he will find the first. Falcon with the second one, yes he will, and he's gonna pick up the second as well. And now he's also gonna pick up the last kill onto Sanity, which is once again keep Team Instant Esports alive on match point. But still, the rounds are actually coming so close in favor of both teams. It's actually hard for us to predict which team is gonna have the honor of taking this map. For the side of Instant Esports, however, they will have to make it happen, because if AG Esports Calix can take this map, this is gonna be all but over for them, because there's no way you're actually getting it home. Because do note, Team Calix actually won the first map, which is Bind. So if they won this map, this is actually gonna be 2-0 in favor of them.
Well, that being said, I mean, I'm having goosebumps right now because it's really getting harder. I mean, now what we're seeing is maybe Instant Sports did, I mean, make some amends in their judgment and their precisions over here. And anyways, we might be seeing holding off and expecting push INES trying to, and we're seeing XQC on a flank. They're expecting a push coming off on the side of CLX.
They're actually not even committed which objective they're gonna be pushing, so I guess it's gonna be an A execution.
So I mean, it's really less time. It's about a minute right now, and it's really less time. And it's less than a minute. They're still not there yet. They're just walking through the whole map. They won't have too much time to get an end side. At least you should have about 40 seconds to enter your side and get the plant off and clear off any stragglers right now. Anyways, we're seeing forces coming off, and all hell breaking loose. We're seeing forces on there. Is that a spike drop? Yes, that's a spike drop. We're still seeing forces coming off. XQC getting inside.
30 seconds left.
They're trying to make some angle of the work and some damage. That's a lot of damage coming off, and it's 5v5. I mean, this is really not doable. Ryo gets off the frag. True, he's shocked there. He's making some angle. Everyone knows where the angle is. Flicker going to the angles. Is it the end? Is it the end of INES? Is it the end? Yes, it is the end of INES, and CLX gets home, wins this, and takes this match series best of 3.
Was that important?
Defenders win.
2-0, 2 for CLX, and 0 for Instant Esports.
Oh well, in the end, we will see Team AG Esports Calix taking the victory, and well. Nice try by CLX, by Instinct this time around. Well, they did try their best to hang on. They did push it further, but in the end, it's just gonna be a pleasure of Team AG Esports Calix to take it home. They will win 2 maps in a row, and then they will obviously have the upper hand of the brackets of ESPL Bangladesh Valorant PowerUp Invitationals. Well, there's something I do want to mention from the side of Instant Esports. This is really not the Instant Esports I knew some days ago. I do see some rosters being swapped. I do see some players I didn't see before. So I guess that's actually a point there that they actually had the lacking of their coordination above everything. So I believe Instant Esports can really work on that. But CLX, they are actually a solid team. They have their 5-man roster ready, and they opt to go for very, very straightforward pushes, and then they find success either way. Well, we did see Vectron did put his team on the back, and he did deny the victory from the side of CLX. He did deny a lot of time from CLX, but in the end, CLX was able to adapt and capitalize on that. Then they took the victory. So congratulations to CLX for the higher brackets, and better luck next time for Instant Esports for their upcoming performances of any tournaments. But either way, we really expect both of the teams to come back to the vaults to learn something out of it, because we all learn from our mistakes. But that being said, it has been a long day. It has been a very interesting match, to say the least. But in the end, we're going to be taking a break, and we're going to be catching up with you on the upcoming days of ESPL Bangladesh. So stay tuned, take care, Ramadan Mubarak, and this is Christian Kalashnikov signing out.